A very good morning to you, and thank you for joining the conversation again this morning.
Thank you very much, and good morning.
All right, then let me start off with you. Now, you've just heard what the lived reality of the situation in South Africa with Nigerians in South Africa, particularly at the High Commission. Yes, breakdown in communication, and I mean, what do you have to make of this particular situation first?
Thank you very much. Having listened to the spoke with, I feel pity for Nigerians in South Africa. Because apparently their leadership, including the union, the embassy, has thrown them under the bus. They're on their own. Why do I say this? Here is an embassy, High Commission rather, that should be open. All Nigerians at any time, more so in the time of need like this. And we are hearing that some people in the High Commission are preventing Nigerians from coming in. You don't do that. That is the Nigerian house. That is the only piece of territory known as Nigeria in South Africa. In a time of crisis like this, you open the doors. Once you're a Nigerian, you come inside. And now we're hearing that they are trying to decide who can come in. They have to do some betting and all that stuff. And on the other side, you hear the Nigerian Union, whatever group it says it belongs to, applauding those who have caused this problem. I understand he's still in South Africa. So he needs to be political. He needs to play some kind of gymnastics, applauding the South African president. For what? What is happening in South Africa now? Because South Africa a couple of times. And this was evident that it will happen for decades. What is happening in South Africa is total collapse of leadership, on the blacks' leadership. Because since after independence, rather than integrate their people rather than integrate the blacks into the economy, what they have just done was the black leaders just supplanted the whites and continued with apartheid, basically, in a different name. So over the 20 plus years of South African independence, the black population has remained in misery, abject poverty. So this was a time bomb ready to explode. And somehow, because of the connivance between the South African black leaders, they were able to now shift the blame on the black diasporans, the Africans in South Africa. I'm applauding him, the leader of this regime, for what he's doing. What has he done? Providing security, 600 billion rand for security. Those same security men are the ones we see on the streets, and the ones the Nigerians in South Africa are telling us are killing them. To give them more weapons to do the killing. So I really, really feel pity for Nigerians in South Africa, because their country has disappointed them. Their leadership, even the Nigerian Union, whatever, is ready to throw them under the bus. I will have a message for the young man who you just spoke with. He's still living in a comfy home, maybe somewhere out of the area where this crisis is going on. But he should remember, the warning is for all Africans, including himself. For now, you're in a comfy home, but those young men on the street, those other Nigerians, when they are done with them, they will also look for those who are wearing suits, for those who are lecturers, those who are all that stuff. That is the reality. Yes. And my worry again is, go to the next point. My worry again is this. He mentioned that South Africa is high in human rights. I personally, as a group I belong to, have petitioned the International Criminal Court to strike out the name of South Africa for the suit it filed against Israel over Gaza. Because a country that is negatively committing genocide has absolutely no business leading a suit against Israel for the crimes Israel committed in Gaza. The Ramaphosa government has failed to defend the lives of those in its care. He's actually complicit with it. And he can be under no circumstance should South Africa continue to lead that action. Yes, the action against Israel is justified, but for goodness sake, it must not be led by South Africa, following what has happened against Africans in South Africa. And lastly, he also applauded Mr. President Bola Tinubu for what is going on there. Well, in a situation like this, one would have expected virtually all facilities available for Nigeria to be sent to South Africa to repatriate Nigerians. To even summon the South African High Commissioner in Nigeria, summon him and warn him, even expect him to go back home to go and discuss with his country. Because Nigerians are being killed. But I saw a video where Nigerians, in a bid to run away from the mall, were jumping from 3-story buildings. So we're lucky enough they could slide down through the wave line. But 2 or 3 others I saw in the video jumped from 3-story buildings and they couldn't move. I'm not saying they're dead, but they couldn't move from a 3-story building. And you are applauding the president for not even doing the basic that the country should do. These are Nigerians, for goodness sake. Yes, we know that they will come from a particular ethnic group, but their passport is Nigerian. And not somebody come here to tell us it thanks Ramaphosa, it thanks Tinubu, and people are dying. Come on, give us a break. Thank you.
Thank you, Barrister.